So I am really excited to be doing this video. Let me fluff my hair. No, but seriously, I'm really excited to be doing this video because of the death and the rebirth that has taken place during these two really powerful lunar and solar eclipses that we just experienced in this month of number 8, August, over here in the Western Hemisphere, dealing with the Gregorian calendar, of course. But if you are interested in numbers the way I'm interested in numbers, or the way the numbers speak to me, then you'll understand the significance of what I'm about to say. Now, I want to give you the whole story, but I'm just going to try to give you a condensed version, so this video won't be so long. Atlantis, this magical place that existed and has vanished. The energy of it came to me a couple of years ago, and when I began to research Atlantis, I didn't see anything that resonated with me. I didn't have any past life memories or experiences or anything like that, so I kind of pushed it to the back of my mind, and I allowed it to stay there because I was really interested in why would Atlantis come to me like that? Why would I be so fascinated with it and wanting to know what happened and if I was there and, you know, all this stuff. So I took that as something that could possibly be and a reason why it was reaching out to me. Researching it, didn't feel anything. So I just left it there and allowed it just to be a reference point, because I do a lot of research. So if I ever needed it, I know that I can come back to it. No harm, no foul, no worries. So coming full circle, that was a couple of years ago, and so coming full circle to where I am now in 2017. Now, coming into my birth month, which is number 7, 7 meaning or representing completion of a cycle. Okay. So knowing that, and knowing that I was coming into the age of 32, 3 meaning understanding and 2 is wisdom, I decided that I was going to follow the numbers and what they were trying to tell me. So I needed to complete whatever I needed to complete by the end of month number 7, and not allow anything that I was dealing with, going through, or struggling with, or even people that I was affiliated with, or any habits and stuff that I was affiliated with, to travel with me onto the next phase of my journey, which is the new beginning that I was really hoping and searching for in month number 8, which is the month that we're in now. So following the numbers, I set myself and my life and my thought processes and things like that, I set them up in a way where they were also following the numbers. So 7, I made sure that the stuff that wasn't conducive to my new life was done. I made sure that was that. I really turned up and had a good time as well, bringing in my 32. So now moving into the energy of number 8, new beginnings. I made sure that at least by the lunar eclipse that we had, the full moon lunar eclipse, I made sure that whatever residue was still lingering, I made sure that was the death of it. I took the lunar eclipse as the death. Okay, so that was the death of the person I was that I no longer wanted to be. And so when I did that and I went through that, I even cried that night, and had my candles lit and I was singing and just letting it all flow and making sure that I cleansed my aura and just did the whole routine or ritual that I was guided to do. And so in doing that, I took that as the death, and then the rebirth. And that was also in Leo. So following the signs and the numbers really was something that I was focusing on. Those were my intent. And so anything that we set our intent to, we know that that is what it is. Now, for you personally, because it's your personal walk, it's your personal journey. So for me, it was my death. I did what I needed to do to make sure that things were done in a certain way. And then I said to myself that the solar eclipse would be the evidence of the rebirth. Okay. So in between those times, my meditation and stuff like that, a really cool entity, God, whatever you want to call it, came to me. I was not seeking anything because I was taking this time just to make sure that the old was flushed out. So I wasn't seeking anything. I was just, just making sure that I didn't bring my bullshit into my new life. So in the process of that, I was meditating, and Thoth, the god of writing, the god of he's also attributed to healing, infinite knowledge, wisdom, and stuff like that. So Thoth came to me, and then there was the Emerald Tablets. So I started reading a little bit of the Emerald Tablets and trying to digest that. And then what also happened was, out of the blue, when I decided to go to Barnes and Nobles with my daughter, there was this one book that stood out to me. And it's The Lights of hold on, let me get the actual title of the book. Yeah, this one here. It stood out to me before when I went to Barnes and Nobles, but I never got it because I was interested in getting something else that, stood out to me more. And so I just believe that stuff like that happens because it's just not the right timing. So this time I went to Barnes and Nobles, and I was kind of like anxious about buying stuff. I really didn't go to buy anything. I just wanted to get out of the house. School was coming back, and I wanted to hang out with my daughter, and we love Barnes and Nobles. So I just went to Barnes and Nobles, and I saw this book, and I was like, it was zapping me. The energy of it was really, really strong. So I was like, okay, I have to get this book. I have to. And honestly, guys, because I'm not really attached to entities or gods and stuff like that, because growing up in Christianity and still having that residue in my mind, even going through my spiritual awakenings and stuff and trying to detach myself from Christianity, I still didn't allow myself to really get attached to Egypt or any gods or spirits that were affiliated with Egypt, because in the Bible it says, the Hebrews came from out of Egypt. So anyway, so even seeing this book and being drawn to this book, I didn't know who the hell that was. And I was just being honest, I did not know who that was. And I've heard of the Emerald Tablets, and I've wanted to read the Emerald Tablets, but I felt like if I don't have the original Emerald Tablet, then it's possible that whatever this shit that's floating around on the internet is just bullshit, right? Lo and behold, I saw a video on YouTube, and this wonderful woman, I'm drawn to her energy and her spirit. But anyway, she was talking about the Emerald Tablets, and I was like, oh my God, here we go. This Emerald Tablets are screaming out to me. I don't want to take the step in reading internet PDFs of the Emerald Tablets, because this shit just make me crazy. Whatever. So I was just like, okay, fine. I purchased this book, and so I'm gonna read it. I started reading this. She is connected to Thoth and the Emerald Tablets and all of that. So this is what I'm reading, and I'm like, what? Then coming across a video talking about Emerald Tablets. I said, you know what? Oh my God. And in the video, she was like, if you haven't read the Emerald Tablets, then there's so many resources. You can hear it being read to you, the audio version on YouTube, and then you can get, PDFs on the internet. And so I was like, okay, so let me find some PDF on the emerald tablets and match it up to whatever is being read to me on the audio emerald tablets, so I can make sure that, you know, I'm reading at least what everybody else is reading. So anyway, I printed out the emerald tablets, started reading that a little bit, but I'm going really slow with the emerald tablets. And I had no idea until I started reading these two resources that Thoth is an Atlantean. And Atlantis was brought to me a few years ago. I did not know that they were connected at all. I did not know that. And so then sitting in my meditation, this is all during the span between the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse that we just had. So during all this, I decided to die to the old shit that did not serve my life. And then during that death, during that darkness, I was able to find, or the light found me. This is why I'm really, really, really excited about this next phase in my life, is because when I let go, what I have always been searching for found me. And it was in my darkness, and I call it the meditation because my eyes were closed and I wasn't really searching for anything. I wasn't doing a guided meditation. I was just sitting and being at peace. I was really, really at peace. I was happy to be off work, just in my place of peace. And to hear or be guided, go to Barnes & Nobles, buy this book, and then watch this video, and they're all saying the same thing, makes me feel so good. Like this is finally where I need to be at the age of 3 and 2, at the age of understanding and wisdom, right after I've completed a cycle, right now coming into a new cycle, allowing death to come in so that I can be reborn. So I am so excited for this next phase of my journey. And then, you know, after the meditation and after the lunar eclipse where the death occurred, then right after that, getting all these things with the numbers and, you know, and entities coming to me. So Thoth came in, started reading the materials, went into my meditation, and then Thoth brought in the goddess of war, the lion goddess herself, segment. And like I told you guys, like in Christianity, they want you to stay from out of Egypt. So that's what I was doing. Even in my awakening process, I was not going into Egypt. I was always fascinated with Egypt and, you know, all of that stuff. But I say, you know what? Because that residue was still there. So when I allowed myself to die even to that residue that was still haunting me and still haunting my mind of Christianity and Egypt and how Egypt was bad and the Hebrews were their slaves and they had to leave and all of that stuff, the goddess of war comes in. You know, this year, the movie Wonder Woman, and I know a lot of you've seen it, Wonder Woman was a very big movie for me. I went to see that movie at least 4 times, you know, a couple times by myself. I think twice by myself and 2 times with other people. And each time I saw that movie, I swear to you, I felt like I was Wonder Woman by the time I left that movie. That's why I had to go see it again. I'm like, wait a minute, what is this feeling? When I go see horror movies, I don't feel like I'm the freaking scary girl, Annabelle, or anything like that. So I'm just like, why am I feeling as if I'm just Wonder Woman? Like, why is this? You know? And so I was sitting with those questions, and I've been sitting with that question for a long time. And then to have the lunar eclipse, the death, come in my sign of Leo, and then to have the solar eclipse come in the sign of Leo, like I'm looking at all this stuff, and then for her to be the lion goddess or the goddess of war, and you know, and my attraction to wanting to start to train, because that was before she came in. I was like, why do I feel like I want to be trained in a martial art or something like that? Like, I had no idea all this stuff was related. I had no idea. And so for me to see how all the bits and pieces are playing out and working and screaming out at me. So now I'm thinking about taking a kickboxing class or a mixed martial arts class. That's what I'm researching now, like which one would be better for me. And also when the solar eclipse came in and left, it's like I'm recharged. I have not been eating food. I have not been drinking anything, but I have this energy. I'm being sustained. And all of these things are just flowing in a way that, like, confirmation after confirmation. God, people are coming to me and asking me for advice. That really didn't happen before. Like, maybe some clients, asking me, what can I do for this and this and this? But people that I really don't know just coming to me asking me, okay, about chakras and what books to read, or how I was able to really and honestly and truly randomly select someone, to go on a retreat with me, not knowing that this person had some issues going on with their chakras. And so the spirits were guiding me in a way to reach out to this person and say, hey, you need this retreat. But I didn't know that was going on until I did that, and the person, responded to me, and I'm like, wow. And for me to randomly select you and be like, okay, let's go to this retreat together. Just random, and so now we're conversing back and forth and getting to know each other. And it's like, wow, okay, so this is why this happened. And then the same day, this all happened yesterday. The same day, another person reached out to me, and this is all Facebook, reached out to me and was, just back and forth. And then the way she came and was just speaking from a place of wisdom. And then she asked me a pivotal question in the conversation that really allowed me to know for sure that this is where I'm supposed to be. This is perfect. Everything lined up together. And she asked me, are you from Atlantis? And I was blown away, because I just told my best friend maybe a day or two ago, I said, this is it. I know for a fact I'm from Atlantis. Although I haven't had any personal confirmations, like any past life visions or memories or anything flare up, which is what I'm really, really hoping for. That didn't happen. But for this young lady just to come out the blue and ask me, am I from Atlantis? And she says, I look like I'm from Atlantis. And I'm like, really? Really? So, all these confirmations, following the numbers, being open, death and rebirth after both eclipse, it's just amazing, guys. Like, I cannot express how grateful I am. Seriously and truly, like, I talk about this every day, so I just decided to make a video, but I cannot express how excited I am for this new part of my journey. I'm fearless and ready for, this next phase. And so I just wanted to share my little update, because I have been doing videos, but a lot of the videos I'm not feeling, so I don't upload them or delete them, or but this right here, this is real. I'm excited, and I swear I didn't want to make this video that long. We're at like 19 minutes now, so I'm gonna go. But stay open, guys. If you're looking for a deep connection to wherever it is that you came from or had been to and all that stuff, allow the spirits to just guide you. Follow whatever it is that is resonating with you, and don't be afraid to step into that. Don't be afraid to step into the death of the old self and the rebirth of a new self. Don't be afraid to let go of people that can't get you to where it is that you were created to go in the first place. So yeah, that was my little update about what's going on with me after this eclipse, what happened right before the eclipse, and stuff like that, how I prepared myself and how I'm feeling now. So thank you guys for watching.